Who's really able, puts his thoughts on the table, then just jots as the day goes. Spilling e-bots on your face, they just bring it on. You never know unless I said it in a song.
Welcome once again to the Unconventional Office. With us in the office today we have local rapper and verse extraordinaire JC.B. JC.B, welcome to the office.
Thank you for having me at the office.
So, for those that know you, they know that you have bars for days. For those that don't, could you please introduce yourself, like a general context?
Basically, I'm JC.B, Jacob Borch. I've been making music now for the past 3-4 years. That's pretty much all there is to know about me for now, and I guess.
That's it. So basically, you're in this very small but growing local scene of Maltese hip hop. What do you think of the local scene at the moment?
I think from my perspective, I feel like it's really picking up recently. I feel like more and more artists are coming onto the scene, and more artists are trying new things, new styles of hip hop. I think we've got a good selection of artists for everyone's different tastes.
So, and we know in general, even Malta and around the world, we know that the music scene is predominantly dominated by pop music, but we know that hip hop comes second at the moment. And with artists like Kendrick and J. Cole and Jay-Z, they're taking over the charts. Do you think that Malta and its artists have what it takes to bring hip hop to the forefront musically?
Definitely. I think we've already seen examples before of local artists doing hip hop and coming up to the front and being front and center for Maltese events and stuff like that. I think all it needs is time, I guess. As in, pop artists maybe are a bit more established, their music fits a bit more every type of crowd, but as you've said, hip hop is slowly becoming more and more mainstream, so you never know.
True, maybe one day we have some bars in the charts. So we know how hard it is to become an artist, to work on your music, and even to make it full time. What's your reply to those people who tell you to pursue something more realistic as opposed to music?
That's, I think, the question that every Maltese artist has faced in their lifetime. The way I see it, I'm enjoying doing music. Obviously, I'm in a position where music can't be my full-time thing because it's just at the moment not feasible. So I'm just kind of figuring out life as I go. Music to me is a nice hobby that I do, and yeah.
True. And do you have like a few words of encouragement for those people who are afraid to take the jump into music because they're afraid that it's not realistic as most people think?
I think you just have to do it, not because you want to make a career out of it first and foremost. You have to do it because you want to do it, and because you have something to share with people, you have something you want to get off your chest, you want to put out this talent of yours to the world. I think that's the most important thing, rather than thinking about how it's going to make you money and monetizing it. Obviously, that's the next step. Like, you cannot just keep it as a hobby. It has to come something that's giving you something else. But I think if you're going out for just for the money, it's not going to work.
True. And on that note, like your music in general, you form part of this very collaborative sphere of artists. You've worked with Milo Banks, you work with Chris Vella, Sam Christie, to name a few. What encourages you to pursue so much collaboration in your music and work with other Maltese artists who share the same vision, kind of?
To me, collaboration is what makes this, like, doing music fun, like, as in meeting new people, listening to new ideas, even maybe receiving new, like, critiques and tips from other people, or how to record this better, or how to keep this verse tighter. To me, it's one of my favorite things about the local scene, the fact that everyone's so accessible and I can easily reach out to this person and, you know, get a song going, or maybe any feature or stuff like that. Yeah.
So you'd say it's fairly easy to collaborate in Malta, you think? The hip-hop scene, at least?
I think you have to find the right people. You have to find the right people who are on the same wavelength as you, who like the same style of music. Not saying you can't, like, gender bend and try with different stuff, but
True.
I think the most important is that you're like-minded people. You both view the relationship in the same way, and you both want to just make music and put it out to the world.
Exactly. And speaking of collaboration, on your verse song Cause and Effect with Sam and Milo and the rest, you say, no pats on the back, I'm only here for the music. Do you think that a lot of people are doing the music thing and like entertainment in general for the exposure and for the fame rather than the expression and sharing of the message?
I think it wouldn't be fair to say that everyone, or I think that a lot of people are doing, but I think that, like we touched on before, like, as in, if you're doing the music because you want to get more Instagram followers, or just because you want to have your claim to fame, basically, I don't think it's going to be a long journey. I think first and foremost you always have to enjoy doing what you're doing, because you enjoy it. Like you cannot focus on numbers, for example. You can't focus on how much streams am I getting, how much likes did my post get. I think you just have to focus on, do I enjoy what I'm putting out? Am I enjoying recording it? Am I enjoying writing it? That's the most important thing.
And like it's always in the first step, as in from jotting down notes on a notepad on your phone to actually releasing the music and having it up on Spotify. What do you think is like the first step in actually putting out music rather than just keeping it as a side thing?
That's a good one. To me, releasing the music is actually my least favorite part. As in the hassle of when should I post it and all of this stuff. I find it like the least fun
and the artworks and the numbers and
exactly, like as in I think if you have something that you're enjoying doing and people are enjoying listening to, then what's the worst that can happen by putting it out? Like I know a lot of people who maybe always hold back and say, oh, but I don't think it's ready yet. I think maybe the next song I'll put out. I think you just have to put it out, see what happens. If people like it, good. If people don't like it, it is what it is. Like you just move on to the next one.
True. And our last question, as in, we know that both in Malta and everywhere around the world, the thing for artists, they want to break out of their country and make it beyond our shores. Do you think that it's difficult for like Malta in general for artists to get their music out, and at least within Europe, if not around the world?
I think nowadays it's getting easier and easier because playlists are worldwide, Spotify is a worldwide thing, and we've already seen like for example June, who was here before me, like she's out doing tours abroad, she's going to different places, she's just trying. As in, I think a lot of people say that it's very difficult to break out and it's very difficult, but I think if you put in enough effort and you want it enough, then yeah, it's definitely possible.
Exactly. What's your one tip for an artist coming up and he wants to break into the music scene?
Just go for it. Just go for it.
You heard it here first. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Unconventional Office. This project is supported by Arts Council Malta and the Insynk Collective in media partnership with Malta Daily. If you haven't already, like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
In the world, I don't know why people. Well, why are you laughing for? What, Chris? Why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm being serious. No, you see, I'm talking facts here. I don't do if, buts and maybes. I do absolutes. And, you know, like if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. But she does